we are in the final day of the Australian Open, in the best possible day, the best possible end, not because of who won, but because of the match that we saw. And I was so afraid that the beginning, before the match, that the match could be disappointing, and it wasn't at all. Steve Flink, my old friend and colleague of TennisChannel.com and Hall of Famer.
Thank you, Ubaldo. Well, I agree with you. So too often the anticipation is there, and then the reality kicks in, and somebody's not quite up to par, and the other player wins easily, and we're let down. This was not a letdown. This was suspenseful. It was so gritty from both players. It was not their highest quality confrontation. Why would it be with Federer at 35 and Nadal at 30? But it was an inspired display from Federer especially, because he started off well and won that first set on one break. Then he kind of went off his game to go down 4-11 in the second. He eventually lost that set. And then we went on to the third, and there was a big game, Ubaldo, started the third set when Federer was up 40-11. Then he ended up having to save 3 break points, all with aces out wide to Nadal's forehand. He went on to win that set easily, 6-1. And then Nadal comes back to win the fourth. Yeah. Gets the early break and he wins the fourth. And when Federer went to the locker room after the fourth and saw the trainer, and in the early stages of the fifth, it wasn't looking good for him. And there's Nadal up. He goes to 3-1, and then at 3-2, he had a game point on his serve to go up 4-2, which I think was the most important point of the match. He missed a forehand, and then Federer came on so strong at the end. He never stopped going for his shots. As Nadal said, he was ultra aggressive, and it paid off.
Yeah, ultra aggressive, and then you know that Federer versus Nadal had always been suffering because of his backhand. He was always playing a lot of slice backhands. Today he always played topspin backhands, or flat.
He did.
Unbelievable.
It was
backhands.
Brilliant. I couldn't agree more. In turn, I think Nadal made a tactical error. Did not hit enough looping forehands, high rolling topspin, so that Federer would constantly have to play from above his shoulder. He loved the pace that Nadal gave him. They were right in his hitting zone, and Federer, to his credit, took full advantage and hit brilliant winners. I think Nadal was
some cross backhands.
Oh, incredible cross courts! But I think Nadal would have been better off to go with the heavier topspin, with which he's bothered Federer so often over the years.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't. Maybe he was playing a little bit too much behind the baseline, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially when he was returning the serve. So that's why also Federer made many aces, because he could cut the angles, and then with Nadal staying so back, so far back, it was easier
to ace him. It was, and he got him out wide on both sides. Yeah, he took advantage of Nadal's position. I was surprised Nadal didn't adjust more on that return to serve positioning, but he did not. But still, for Federer to win this match, 3.5-hour match, over someone who's 30 years old, he's 35. He hasn't won a major since 2012 Wimbledon. He's lost 6 out of 8 major finals coming in here against Nadal. It will rank, I'm sure. He already said on the television interview, it's a milestone victory for him, and he's right.
Well, he was down, as you say, 3-1 in the fifth, and he won 6-3, so he made the last 5 games. And each game was a fight, was a battle, with chances for one, for the other.
Yeah, with the exception of 3-0 when he had an easy love hold on his serve after breaking back. But then Nadal had the love 40 recovery and almost held on for 4-all, and Federer wouldn't let him do it. And then Federer, from 15-40 down in the last game, held on to his serve.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. I mean, great emotion. The crowd many times, standing ovations.
I thought the crowd was superb, Ubaldo, because there was a big Nadal contingent saying, "Let's go, Rafa." But then when Roger made the big comeback at the end, there were standing ovations for him. It was a fair-minded crowd. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah, I think it's a great conclusion. I don't know if you will ever see again Rafa Nadal and Roger Federer in the final, even if I do hope so, because they are always, they produce a fantastic show. And again, tonight they did it again and again and again. As you say, there were moments, ups and downs.
Yes.
Each player sometimes was playing better, the other one a little less. But at the end, it was fantastic. I mean, the atmosphere, everything, and it's a great conclusion, I think. Also because I believe, and I don't know if you agree, that Federer has had a better chance to win this slam, and Nadal will have a better chance to win the next one, because at Roland Garros, if he is the way he's playing on clay, he can still win again for 10 times.
He could. I worry a little bit about him losing his nerve because he's losing so many 5-set matches over the last couple of years, and this is another, and might be damaging to his psyche. We'll find out. Roland Garros is going to tell us a lot, but at least he feels that he's playing great tennis again and that he's healthier. I worry about his psyche, I honestly do.
Yeah, but anyway, he won here 2 matches, best of 5.
Yeah, oh, he did, he did. But I'm saying,
this one with Federer and
no, he did, and those are important. But I'm saying that here was a major final, and here was a chance to get his 15th. He didn't get it. It will hurt him, and he'll battle back, and we'll find out whether he can turn things around in Paris. Maybe he can.
Maybe he can, and in a way I do hope so, because the longer this rivalry stays alive, the better it is for tennis.
No doubt about it, and this crowd was exhilarated by both players tonight. And by the way, their speeches were exemplary from each of them after the match.
Yeah, and it has been exemplary, all your speeches, Steve, during this fortnight. Thanks a lot for being always with us, and we will keep doing this. And we promise that we will do also some podcasts in the next seasons, this year, every week or so. We hope we can do some podcasts.
And with your technical help, I will do it.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve, and bye-bye from Melbourne. And the Australian Open with Roger Federer winning his 18th Slam. Bye-bye.